Oh my. Oh, people are already here. What the heck? You guys were waiting already? Ration boot. The chat. Uh, the chat. Uh, Sorry, much audio in the background. I can't put noise suppression on it. It just completely breaks it. Let me try again. Let me turn off noise gain. Let's see if that's better. Uh, um, let's see if that's better. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, I guess it's working now. Sup, people? We back. Let me just ping everyone. I don't think it's gonna do it. A link above. Oh, we need Fallen Kingdom. Hopefully this chat's good. I'm only gonna stream on YouTube also. It's just easier to manage, and there's no delay because of the intermediate. Hey Minty. What time is it for you now? Is it like 2 AM? Oh, was it 18 hours behind? Oh, 3 AM minus 6. 1:33 AM. Oof. You would love that. Yeah. Yeah, so this is pretty much just the RPG series again. It's normal. Yeah, I went to bed at 5 AM this morning, so... And it's 3 PM now. I don't blame you. This is just pretty much RPG series rewrite, and then... Hopefully I keep working on it past the rewrite stage. How I'm gonna stage this is... We're gonna do a lot of simple stuff first, and then jump into refining systems, adding more, so on. That's why there's different stages in this cello. So we've got like simple stuff here. Then we extend on it. So we've got drag drop inventory. Where we've got NPCs with dialogues, dialogue, hotbar, data reconciliation, you know, adding things on. Then this one we extend it further, and I'll make more stages later. And we've got all our other code here, so this can be good. I got a bunch of assets. Also, this one has a bunch of assets in it, so we can use that. Building, I might do building. Maybe a combination on stream and off stream. We'll see. But what do you mean I'm not logged in? Bruh. Hold on, I need to log in. Yeah. Yeah, no more hacker plan. It's just not too helpful. Roblox. Paste. I need my phone for two-step. Seconds. Trust this device. Authenticator. Yeah. They might have patched something. Oh, did I make it? Yes, I made it. Authenticator was better. Refresh. There we go. Yeah, so like bunch of assets here. I think a lot of them are familiar to you already from the original RPG series. These weapons here. But more weapons there. Bunch of stuff. But yeah, we've got that. We've got the old RPG series game. We've got sounds, icons, whatever we want here. I've also got stable diffusion, so we can generate icons if we need them. That'd be good. So there's the original game. Yeah. A lot of this will probably stay the same, but... There's a few things I do want to change. Like now in my framework, I've got init and a start function. So this achievement for all will be in the start function. This will be also in the start function. And then I don't want any class crap. So, oh, and this change, we don't use folders anymore. These will be in utility modules. Yeah. Maybe a lot different. Simple copy and paste. Sort of. Some of it I can copy and paste, some of it I can't. Like, a lot of... I think I changed this script a little bit also. So I'm going to have to go into a current project and pull code as well. It's like, from this one here. Yeah, pull code from this as well. You love the background, don't you? Yes, like I'm gonna pull code from this one. Oh, that's still work in progress. These not have the utilities. Oh, I guess I don't have utilities in them. The menace of the background. Do I not have Discord presence? Oh, it only does Twitch. I forgot. Can I have OBS Discord presence? Hold on, let me check. OBS Discord presence. No. Okay. How long have you been working on this project? Oh, I'm starting fresh again. So I'm going to take the old code from the original game and I'm going to redo the code because I've changed how my framework and all that works now. And I'm going to be hopefully progressing further than what I did in the other live streams after the 25 live stream. And completion, who knows? Rojo on top. I could do Rojo on top of this. I don't know if I want to though. I don't know. It'd be nice having it off from the start. I guess I could. Oh, everything's minimized. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know if I want to do her, but I definitely will be doing just normal scripting, of course. So yeah, we'll be doing this. I'm gonna have 2 maps as well. So instead of having this game, just this like map, I'll have a development space and then I'll have an actual live game space, which is something I did plan to do originally in the game, but I ended up just combining it together. And so you know, make sure this is off. But yeah. So with that out of the way, I'm just going to start setting up all the base stuff again, which is literally copy and pasting. So if I come here, if I show you the framework scripts actually, you'll see that there's a difference. If I open this one, yeah, so this is what I pretty much did for everything else. So it's either this or this. Now it's in one script here. And that's my core framework script for everything. Are you going to be implementing any 3D models meshes? Yeah. So I do have models themselves. I don't, well, I partially model. I know how to use Blender, but I don't model. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. But yeah, I have models from asset packs, but I don't model myself. But I know how to use Blender, and I have Blender installed. But hopefully, I have all the assets I need. Magic, we probably will have to make some visual effects for it. So particles, maybe meshes, whatever. And yeah, we'll just see how that goes. I definitely have meshes though that we can use, which is inside this assets folder here. Meshes. We've got Dungeon Knights, farm packs, house appliances, a forest pack, whatever that has in it. I swear I had more. I don't think I imported them from Unity. Hold on, let me... Yeah, I don't think I imported them. That might be why. Hold on, let me log in. Unity. Yeah, and I factory restored my computer 2 weeks ago too, so it's zooming right now. Oh, it logged in immediately. Okay. I didn't log in until now, but apparently I've been logged in. Asset store. Grease, C drive. Yeah, so if I jump... Oh, okay. There goes my browser. I won't run it yet. Unity particle system. Nah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, if I go here though, I definitely have quite a bit of assets we can jump to if we need anything. So, yeah, so these are a lot of the sound ones, the house appliances, farm pack, all of them. I probably just have to import the fish. Most of these aren't for. Maybe the plant, stylized grass, potion props. Yeah. Have you done Unity before? Only a little bit. Hey Volvic, you stinky. I've done Unity a little bit, but I just mainly use Unity for the asset store. Actually, speaking of that, I need to Magic GG. I'm just gonna rename these real quick. Archive. I need to check what's in that one. That's asset dump. Archive. RPG CMO. What do I call this? Stream Series 1. Did you pay for all those assets? Most of them I definitely paid for. A lot of them were on discount though. So half price, 70% off. I got free assets. I have spent about $1,000 on the assets, so. I've seen assets out there for thousands. Yeah, there's definitely assets for thousands. Definitely. Actually, if I go... Actually, there is some on sale. I need to check what they are. 3D audio. 3D audio. Weapon sound effects. Fantasy Kingdoms, Fauna Pack. Yeah, you can see there's like... There's some things you can get in there. Oh shit, this actually might be cool to grab. Is that a collection of packs, or is that... That's textures, prefabs. Oh, this doesn't look like actual assets. They're just prefabs. Like animal packs, yeah. Japanese apartment, cool. Meadow forest, ooh. Tropical jungle. Yeah, see, like, these are 27, but they're usually 55. So... Oh, that's pretty neat. This is like Genshin. Genshin style. Oh no, a little bit. That looks like Genshin. And now we're just stuck at looking at assets. Yeah, these were nice. See, that might be in the future. I might just buy these, chuck in the game for future. But I do have some assets ready I've got to look at. Ooh, damn. Okay, let me download, and then I'll archive. Genshin Impact scares me, the amount of time I wasted on that game. Yeah. I've seen a few people play it for their first time and they said it's really good and addicting. What's this one? Oh, yeah, my shipbuilding. Yep. I feel that. Yeah, so that's the original framework, but that had problems, so I had to scrap that. Is this a Sword Online ripoff? And grab them. I'm gonna grab this actually. No, I want these. Anything else of use? What about these? No, got all of them. Save to file, additional assets. Let's hide that one. Oh, I'm complete garbage at building. Don't even question it. I'm gonna put these to there. Yeah, so I've got the original document here as well. Actually, let me export it as PDF. Oh shit, this is gonna be a big PDF, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's a big boy. So I've got the original PDF here as well. That's like all the different ideas, which is great to have. But yeah, we'll start with simple stuff. You're making Elemental Battlegrounds. Ooh, I missed that game. That game was fun. Where's it? Assets. Okay. I'm gonna grab this script real quick. Do you think I should use... should I use Roho for this, so VS Code? Or should I use straight Roblox Studio? What do you think? So I can take code contributions with VS Code then, but you do have to set it up. Which isn't that hard, but... let me also put this on the RPG series, revived development. Whoops. A console. No tinkering. We got that. Where is Better Base Plate? Do I not have that open? Better Base Plate. Better Base Plate. I think for speed... Well, I can do Roho really quick. It's just nicer. So I've also got autocomplete problems with Roblox. Oh, hello, caps lock? Yeah, like that. That's just not auto-completing. Yeah, see, it's... None of those worked. Of course it's not working. Yeah, and my sexy background I've got on it, which I'm gonna have to change for the other viewers. Let me do that now, actually. Media, VS Code backgrounds. Let's do this one. Oh wait. Here. Hey, there we go. That's better. You don't have to see that every time you use it. I wish you could add plugins for scripting. Oh, Roblox has improved the studio service. You can get like line numbers and shit now. It's pretty cool. Let me change it. Brightness. Can you make it better? Yeah. Let me just get like skybox. I'm just waiting for them to make it so you can change these top bar icons, because I'm gonna get the old icons like the Explorer here. Did you see create a roadmap? Yes and no. I only saw the first roadmap. The first part of the roadmap. I didn't look at the other ones, yeah. I will just do that for the dev realm. What do I name this? Dev realm. Let me create a new repository, RPG series revived. Lua, MIT. I'll put that on the Speak Games organization. Make it public. Show Explorer, because I need to quickly copy some Kabooble over. That. And then here, I'm just gonna keep that one. Octree sounds. That's fine. Get rid of that. Hey, there we go. Hey, Libya. Yeah, we'll use VS Code for it. Fuck it. Let me enable Roblox lean. VS Code Lua. How do you generate this again? We could do that. Example generation. I'll come back to that later, actually. Better Toml. We use Toml. Oh, I know. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, so these ones now require this framework script inside here, and then this one does everything. So you just call this function with the script, and then Requires modules, initializers, and starts. Which is pretty nice. And I obviously got my giant tag here. Okay, we got that. Let's name this RPG series revived. Starter player scripts, starter GUI we don't want. RS, RF, SS, SSS, SP, SPSS. Do I want to start a character scripts? Nah. We won't need that. Okay. Before I start doing anything, let me get my mouse pad from outside. I kind of spilt my drink all over it last night. I washed it and hung it out. Oh, it's nice and warm. God damn. Oh, this goes that way. It smells like the sun. Oh, it's good to have a mouse pad again. Okay. Let's see what we're starting off with. So when we come over to stage 1, I've already got goals here. So we'll be working in stage increments instead of just doing what I did last time and just full forcing a random system. So here we've got stage 1, we're going to be doing simple weapons, armor, consumables, materials, like we normally had in the other one. We've got attributes, which is a point-based system, over the leveling with EXP. I reckon that probably would be nicer. Actually, do I change it even? I think I change it later on. No, we'll get the experience. EXP-based system. Simple progression, simple combat, simple monsters, simple quests, and then whatever else we've got here. I'll have to remake the UI as well. Do that. And then basic dev map, basic game map, simple background music, custom footstep material sounds. We can just grab that off Toolbox. And that'll be it for stage 1. Stage 2 is just adding more to that. Cleaning up things, adding more. That does not have a label for it. I think I did orange. Get there, there's effects. Is that orange? The effects, yep. And we've got more here. So yeah, we'll do it that way rather than the other way. Then that way we can add things like enchant, sockets, attributes, or weapon attributes, all that later on in stages. And yeah. So let's start with that. I'm going to delete that script because we don't actually need that. We want Rojo open. I can close you. I want to close Discord for now. I can minimize Spotify. GitHub desktop for that base project. So if you come here now, it's actually under Spook Games. So there'll be 4 repositories. RPG series arrived. Hey, Boochies. So that's here, and then you can find everything you need in this here. Like that. Now, if you notice, I'm going to show you the comparison with the old system and the new one. So if we actually run this in the game now, or import it into the game, you'll notice that these are now module scripts rather than folders. So when we require something, we just do it the normal way we had it. So we require that top level one. And then, let me just put these as a variable. So here, I'm going to call this one server modules. So that's server storage, modules, and that's that level there. And all I do is server modules dot, like data dot whatever module. So it, behavior-wise, it works the same, but behind the scenes, this one is actually requiring everything inside it, rather than this top-level module requiring all the folders, or going to each folder, requiring everything under that. And that was because if there was something in classes called the same thing as something in data, then they would collide and it would say duplicate module. So instead, I separated them into their own domains. Which is nice. So we won't have that problem anymore. What's the contribution rules? Try to follow my code format. That's probably the big one. So it's pretty much just when you have a system. So let's say quests service, for example. You just have to follow the framework, which is that. That's the base code for a module. And then whenever you want a function, give quest the local player quest ID. Stuff like that. Simple. Maybe keep the formatting here the same, but why are the scripts on both server script servers and replicated? So we'll see this later on, but when you have utility functions, so things that both the server and client uses, you want them in replicated, so that way it's shared for both of them. So if I go to this other project, I think this Mobile Sprint has it. So if I come in here and I go services, animation service, the client and server would use this. Region service, client and server would use this. Remote service, client server would use it. Sound service, client server. Then we've got utilities like Bezier curves. We've got debounce. We've got the money library, which is just a suffix. We've got a move to. We've got pathfinding, or some pathfinding utilities. Ragdoll. Visualizing stuff. So both the client and server would use these, but I put them in a spot where they both can access them without having duplicate code. So keep all the server on one server script service and both local and server is on replicated. Not quite. Yeah, I can make a quick diagram. Oh, I don't know how to draw IO. Hold on. That's another program I forgot. Draw IO. It'd be easier if I make a diagram. Device. What you download again? So weird trying to find it. There you are. Windows installer. So it's like, think of it, you have a, obviously you have the barrier between client and server. So let's say this is the client. This is the server. And this is the, middle, I guess. Oh, let's say replicates to both. So what I do is essentially, you have client-specific stuff, you have server-specific stuff, and then you have things that are shared between them. So let's say you got Quest UI, you got Quest's backend, and then you've got Quest data. So this would look like, this UI is accessing this data. Actually, I got the wrong arrow. So this Quest UI would be accessing this data, this Quest backend would be accessing this, and this would be accessing this. So Quest data is shared between both client and server, but Quest UI is accessing the server. And then through a different method, the is vice versa as well. Both of them access each other. And then that's pretty much the same for, let's say, inventory. So you have item starter, and then you have the inventory backend. So like that. So the item starter, both client and server users. So that way it's in the both section. That is the replicated. Starter, player scripts. Server, script, service. There we go. That should be more clear. And actually I can save this one to my device. Client server data replication. Okay. Client export is PG with the background. What does that look like? Did that work? Yes, it did. No. So when you have something replicated, it's still different for both of them. So that's how the backend of Lua works. When you require it on, let's say, your local machine, only your local machine will see changes. When you require it on the server, only the server sees it, but there's a system in place to replicate changes to the client. But for scripts, there are no replications happening. None of the script data replicates over. When you send something over a remote, it gets changed, the data format changes to string. And then that string is sent to the player, and then that player receives the string after it's been decoded or whatever. So here, scripts do not replicate across its border. So they have their own instances of scripts. Oh, did I just save as a... Save as device. Delete that one. Software engineering moments. I don't even do software engineering. I just program. No, that's software engineering. That's programmatically engineering. Boom. Yeah. So when this server script requires server storage and replicated storage modules, they are only the server version of it. And when the local script requires the starter player script and the replicated storage, they're all client-based required stuff. They don't share across the boundary in here. They're just used on both the server and client, and are required both on the server and client. But in core, we can set up things that let us communicate. So like replicated data, I had it so it used remote events to tell the server things, to tell the client things. So that way there is some sense of breaking the boundary between the two. Breaking the server-client boundary. And allowing communication. Oh yeah, nice, I got the filter there now. Okay. Let's see. First things first, let's see what I need to implement first. And I think the obvious one would be probably data. Let's do the player data first. So that is working on. So player data, and we'll do data replication. Now, luckily for me, it's copy and pasting. Woo! I'm going to move that over here. Let's go to our replicated core. So replicated core is pretty much client and server core modules that would run. So replicated data, that's going to be used on the client and server. So server telling the client what data is being replicated. And we can set up a system where if the server requires it, it'll run server code. If the client requires it, it'll run client code. And that's it. So if I jumped into here, I think, no. So that one doesn't have it, we'll have to grab it from somewhere else. Oh, that doesn't even have it either. Let's go Moba. So if I go core, so we've got our replicated data, and if we have a look inside here, we'll let run service is server. So we're checking if the server required this. If it did, then use all this code here. Otherwise, if the client required it, use all this code here. And that's pretty much breaking boundary. So we're going to use that, nice and easy. If we come to our champion, no, this isn't data. Which I do need the band service though. System container. Yeah. Can I change how that works? Data service. Yeah, that's changed. Hold on. I just need to find. Was that not the Mobile Sprint project? It is the Mobile Sprint project. Why is this letting me clone it? The one thing about having so many damn repositories. Oh shit. I don't know which project had it. Play data. Maybe Fishing Tycoon had it. Can someone give me I think this is it. Yep, got it. Sweet. I changed how that one worked a little bit, so. And this one is add currency. Yeah, so add currency, for example. So you would have your own data edit service for player data. Well, that's how I do it in this one. So we've got that. We've got our band. We've got version is 1. I'm gonna clear this out for the moment. Get profile from player. Load data from ID. Load data from player. Yeah, so I changed how this one works. This is actually using user ID now. So if I click on profile cache, I did not change this. Okay. That is probably why some of the other shit didn't work. I'm angry. Like I put user ID. Because here I never cleared out the user ID. Okay. User, user. That explains a lot. That is why the other game broke. I am furious. Low player from data. User ID. Don't use local player for any of that. Check for ban. I'm going to change this to user ID as well. So if I come here into the ban service, I go user ID profile, ban player, ban user ID. Okay, no. There we go. Bring that down to simplicity. I guess I don't have that there. Well, we pass a profile, so. Oh yeah. I need to quickly copy all this and go back to this one and paste it. And that should be not all of it. Let me get that last. I think that's all I needed. Okay. So that's player data. Let me go back here. So we've got simple player data, data replication, and ban players. Ban service. And data edit service. Data editing. Data editing wrapper. What time is it right now in Australia? It is 3:47 PM Central. It's the middle of Australia. Is that not replicating changes? Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. Server storage core. Let's move these to the correct spot. There we go. Get remote. Of course I need the remote service because I use that for everything. Let me go in here, grab that. Remote. I don't know if I had like a data. No, I didn't. Okay. That's good. Index null with new. Line 20, we don't have signals. I need signals. Give me signals. That did not open up the Fishy Tycoon project. Yeah, I don't finish Tycoon or the Udemy courses. Oof. Classes. Let's add those in there. I might just copy. I use. Let me just see in the band service. What do I use? Yeah, UGC. Okay, never mind. That's what people say. Austrilla. 149. Say. We don't have profile service. Let's grab that as well. That would be good to have. This music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. I don't think I need anything else here so far. Shake it on. Okay, looking good. Let me jump in the game real quick. 172. I think that's the debug. 172 debounce module. Okay, never mind. Use a debounce module. I need a table utility as well, so I can table to objects. Table debounce utility. We love errors. Oh, errors, yeah. Who doesn't? Shake, 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 shake. Shake it off. Shake it off. Now we've got no play data, so let me go into our player data. Inside data servers, let's do these ones. So on player added, it will load everything for us. And then inside data scripts, do I have the debug system? Yeah, let me check. No. We're in the MOBA. Should be the MOBA. Data debug, here we go. Copy that in there. Table utility, sweet. And yeah, I was testing some combat stuff in there, so that'll be for the future. I'm working on some VFX, and it's a grab move. Yeah, it's gonna be brutal. I'm rotated. Okay, there's no play data being sent. Let's see, so if I do low player... Ah, yep. What I need to do is... Inside... Replicated storage... We might change the slate. Actually, I might do it now. I might do it now, actually. So let me comment these out. I'm gonna go here and create a save selection service. I have a feeling I might end up adding saves. So I'm just gonna do it now. Require rep modules. Require server modules. Let's do function module on player added. Player. Let's just copy that in there. Cut and paste all of this over here. Is that no? Players game gets service. Players. Especially when the room becomes a nil value. I think that's the case in this one. Replicated core. We want to use replicated data, so let's require that. Core. Let's do replicated data. Replicated core. Replicated data. Let's what's the function called? It is set data, I'm assuming. I changed how this one was. Yeah, set data. Set data, player data, profile data for that player only. And also in the other framework, the replicated data was broken as well. So when you set this, it actually didn't do it properly, and it was sending the data to everyone. So there was a big collision problem, which is why I think I ended it in the first place. But and then I fixed it after the stream when I was doing Fishing Tycoon, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm stupid." Line 20. Oh yeah. Systems container data service. So systems container. So when this core module requires everything below it, it passes this other systems, which is a table, and that other system represents every other module under this parent module. So this save selection can access data service, data edit service, band service directly. So having that's pretty nice. That's client and server, so they both have it. For those that weren't here for the original series. I keep doing run, I want to play. Yep, so got play data. If we go replicated storage, we have band, pulse, version 1. Sweet! Oh, I didn't see that error. Let me check. On player removing on table. That's right, we need that. Module on player removing local player. Actually, what was... I might keep that in here. Ah, no, I'm gonna have to move that. Yeah, I'm just gonna move these out. Here we go. Ooh, maybe not. I think I'll remove... On play removing... Maybe I have a function for releasing a player. Function module release user ID. That might be better. So then here I go. Systems container, data service, release user ID, local player user ID. And then all of this can go into here. Voila. Function module release player. Local player. Return module release user ID. Local player user ID. Alright, see you, Minty. Well, that sounds like fun. Okay, we can do release player. Boom. Any last edits? Do that. And actually, I think somebody pointed this out. Thankfully they did, because I realized it. And I kept on switching between array and non-array. If I jump back to the old game scripts, assets, WCS project. If I go to SRC, replicator storage, modules, data. Oh, this doesn't actually have it. Okay, never mind. I have to jump to the game. I'll show you, but oh, I kept on putting arrays, and then you have ID equals the item's ID. But that's quite inefficient, because you have to loop over the entire array to find that item. So instead, you use a hash map, or a dictionary. And you just have the ID as the index, and it's way better. So here, you can see it's an array of tables, so it's just a collection of tables. And then inside that, it has ID equals whatever item. And that required us to loop over every single item till we find it. While, what we could have done is just had wooden sword equals the data. And then all you do is return module.items item ID. And that's it. And it's way quicker because it's hashing. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this one, and we're going to see a major performance improvement. It's be great. And that's for everything. So loot tables, we do the same. Enemies as well. We've got, yeah, guild config. So this already does a hash map. Wait. We've got that there. Attributes, same thing. We need to move that out there. Achievements. That's fine. Yeah, things like that. Well, there we go. I'm Emmett from Lego Movie. Epic. We got our data, band version. Yep, all working. We got our remotes. And yeah. We got our base data ready to go. Base data. And that should be good. Yep, it's all good now. So here, we can come here, we can go boom, 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 and boom. Completed. Actually, I would be testing the band service. We actually add another list. Testing. Lesson testing. I need to actually test if that works. Actually, yeah, now think about it. We don't have messaging service set up for this. Let's add that. So we've got messaging service. Let's do in the start subscriber sync, ban service notif for notification. Put our topic. We'll get our message. Wait, sorry, that's the topic. We'll get our message. Well, in this case, we'll put user ID. And we'll say local player equals players get player from user ID. By user ID, that user ID. If local player then local player kick, you have been banned. And we'll also add ban reason. And we'll add TrueStream there. You streaming on Twitch? No, I'm only on YouTube. Only on YouTube. Free stream is just annoying. Ban user ID. Let me move that below it. Compile ban message. Compile or compile? I don't have compile. I think that's actually going to be passed through here anyway. Ooh, that's not right. If the local player is here, let's just kick that local player. Alright. Kick them for you have been banned. So we kick them. When we ban the player, we're just gonna run this, that's all. And we've reconciled there, so we don't actually need this in here. You still working for the ACP game? No, I dropped that. I dropped that recently. I got burnt. Won't it? I'm still in the Discord and everything, but I'm probably not going to touch it ever again. Last.default function. Let's publish it sync. Topic. Let's unpack the data. So here we'll be setting a table which has the user ID and the ban reason. Ban reason. Reason. What do I need then? Oh, I guess phone check. Yeah. Okay. They've got message service, so that should kick them across the board. Now we can add that to completed. What are you calling about? Yes. Let's do data additions. Let me just check if that's actually going to subscribe to it. Okay, it looks promising. Let me... user ID. What's my user ID? Current game.players.spook.user ID. And we'll just print noob. So I do that on the server. Argument 1 missing or nil. What? Get player by user ID. Oh, they send it in a format, don't they? Print data. Yeah, okay, dot data. Message data. Data. Okay. Now if I play that. Put that there. There we go. You've been banned, noob. Okay, so we've got our 4 there. What's next? Let's do simple currency. If that lets me put it in there. Simple currency, simple UI, simple attributes. Let's do simple inventory. I'll do simple audit. Okay, we'll do those 4. So simple currency, let's go to our VS Code. Minimize everything now because we don't actually need all of that. We'll go to our data service. Let's add our currency. Let's do multi-tier again. I miss multi-tier. So lucky for me, I just have to go here. Multi-tiered currency. Let's change that. So let's go to our RPV series alpha. We'll do currency. That. Where is it? Currency. So we've got our currency service there. Let's go to our data. Let's copy that one. Currency is that. Let's go here. Let's do currency service Lua base framework. Let's do function module currency to copper. Currency dict to copper. Function module copper to currency dict. Coins currency dict. And then here we'll do currency. We'll need that one in real storage. Modules data, currency data, lower. Should I just import currency? Like that. Module. Typical coins equals. Yeah. or 0. Oh wait. Currency table if yeah, I want this one. Oh, not that one. I want that one. Copper value. If copper value plus equals number of coins times that copper value. That's what we want. So for two assorted coins. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. That's good. Don't need that. We need this. Rep modules. Require replicate modules. Currency. Module. Replicate modules. Data. Currency. Let's go here and do it. Actually, I won't cache them. 2 copper coins, currency dictionary, 2 assorted, copper 2 currency dictionary. And we'll create a new one here if it does not exist. Pass that in. That's okay. Isn't that just gonna... and you make these more typical coins to assorted. So we'll get our copper coins. Total converted, copper coins divided by that. Total converted is larger than 0. Cool. Assorted currency. And sort like that. So we return the assorted currency. Like that. So we don't need this. Assort player coins. So in here, we'll do get player data. Player data dot currency. Actually, let me do it here. Function module assort currency object. And we'll just do return that one, that one. So here we'll see assorted currency is just the player data currency, the assorted dictionary of that. And then we'll do for coin name or currency name, currency value, and pairs or sorted currency. Do play data currency, currency name, currency value. Like that. And I won't worry about actually returning anything. Give copper coins. We'll call that increment copper coins. The currency debt and amounts. Currency debt dot copper plus equals coin amount. No. We're gonna do it through the data edit service. Let's go to that. So here, add currency, copper, currency amount, copper amount, copper amount, yeah. So here we'll do currency to copper. Get player data, so we want to convert our player data currency dictionary to copper coins. We'll increment the amount, increment copper, and then we'll do we'll just have to sort it then, yeah. Look, with sorted currency or local currency debts, copper coins, and we'll return the, yeah, that's fine actually. So sort player coins, we'll get their data, we'll get their current currency. Oh, wait, wrong one. Data editor service. When we add currency, we'll get their data, we'll get their total copper amount, we'll increment the copper amount. We'll convert it back to the currency table and we'll set it directly. Okay. That looks good. I sort player coins. We've got the give there. We can sort that after there. Then we can have analytics. Actually, I won't do analytics yet. We'll do that in stage 3. Basic game analytics. Basic analytics. Regression analytics. Okay. There we go. That's good. So we've got currency, data additions. Oh, I didn't publish that the first time. Oops. So if we go into the game, let me minimize that. Let me go here. Let me just run it. Make sure there's no errors. Yep. Play the game. So here we should see what currency now. Copper, 0, gold, platinum, silver. Let me create a oh, it's bugging out. Okay. Let me go here to core test data system lower base framework. Let's do task.deeper function while do task.wait find system cleaner data edit service. Add currency to the local player. So local player and FS players get players. Do and we're gonna increment everybody by, let's do like 4. 2 copper. 2 copper every second. And we'll print that currency of the player. Get player data, local player, dot currency. So you can see that currency increment. Oh, I didn't read it. What'd you error saying? Get player data table. Get profile from player. Get profile from player. Dot data dot currency. Why did I not put that? Get profile from player. Profile. Player. Profile. Data dot currency. Data dot currency dot data dot currency. Line 13 of data edit. That is not in this one. What currency service? Is that even like a service anymore? Yeah, it is. Okay, no one. Is that? Yeah, it is. Whoops, wasn't on live this whole time. Okay. Shows you expanded. So it's a little bit of silver now. Which got 3 silver. I think it's 8 silver for 1 gold. Let's just wait till we get 3 more silver. There we go, 1 gold. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty nice that you can do that. And now actually if I rejoin, let me disable this. If I rejoin that, I should keep my currency. Currency, I should have 1 gold. Nope. Okay. Oh, data store is not enabled. Yeah. I'll keep it disabled for now. It does take a little bit of time. The first time you do a Rojo project, it will take time. Because you have to set up this here. Well, actually, this is all of it. You have to set up all this. You gotta set up your folders. And then that's pretty much it. And then whatever framework you want. So if you got net, depends how you set it up. You can have the module under replicated storage. Or you can do the the other method with 4-man. I don't think they use 4-man anymore. They use something else. But the other method, yeah. You do it this way, it's really quick. It's just a matter of having this JSON have the types. Or the autocomplete. Autocomplete. And then having Roho. Getting extensions. Not too crazy. I do actually need to make an update video as well. They changed how it worked. But well, that's currency. Multi-tier currency complete. Let's go to attributes now. Data service. Let's do attributes. So we're doing our experience-based one again. So lucky for us, copy and pasting. I know you can ignore unknown instances, but like, what if you want to make small changes to a script? Doesn't it feel bad that you have to copy the changes over to VS Code? I'm completely used to it now. I'll look at the error, I'll jump to VS Code and find it immediately. I'm just used to it. Attributes inside play data, yes. Oh, I also want, do I have unlocked attributes? I'm pretty sure I do. Attributes of skills, alright. Attribute service, lower. Attributes, lower. Yeah, I got it. And code snippets are so nice, which Paradox doesn't have. Which I'm surprised at. Actually, I shouldn't be surprised anymore. Function module get data get config from ID attribute ID return module. Yeah, so we'll be doing it this way now. So we'll do strength, which is the ID equals config, and then copy paste all that. Does it actually work if I would above it? Or it does? Yeah. And of course I put that in the wrong one. There we go. So that's strength. Yeah, you got vitality and agility. Let me actually do local function basic whites, title text, description text, icon. Turn a new table with all of these. And then all I say is from basic white, strength, increased melee damage, RBX asset ID colons /0. Like that. And that is way better. And then I can just copy and paste that. Vitality. 25, level times 25. Let's get bonus. Vitality. Increased health and defense. And let's do agility next. Max agility levels 10. Times 2.5. Bonus speed. Agility. Boom. Already so much nicer. And I know, the aesthetics just look nicer in VS Code. My eyes don't hurt. Demons heart, swear about demons heart. Yeah, and then get config, voila, done. And then we come over here. Create attribute. Does this have... Yes, it does. Base framework. Attribute config, we'll need that. Is that... Yeah, that is for UID. I don't think we need UIDs for attributes. Function module give attribute to player. Player. Actually, I was thinking about this. I don't know if I want to do player based or if I want to do player data or player profile based. So you pass in player profile and it edits the profile directly. I think I might keep it just local player though. Unless I really need it for a specific thing. So I'll create a separate function for. Create attribute data. We'll just keep like that. That's all that has. Get attribute by UID. We don't have that. Give attribute to player. Give attribute to player. We'll do attribute config. ID to string ID. We'll get profile. Get profile from player. Return there. If profile.data.attributes attribute ID, then if not that, and then we'll return it down the bottom here. So if they don't have it, we'll create it. We'll send notifications. And we'll return that, which we already do. The target player, let's say So I'll just do that. Yeah, that'd be good. Add a to-do in there. Let's actually go back to... Oh, I will delete that. Let me check all this. Check if a profile is banned, or if the ban has expired. Compile a ban message into the string format. Add any missing properties of the ban. Ban data. Ban the given user ID. Ban the given player. And then that way if I hover over them, it will be there. If I do module, ban the given player, ban the given user ID, all of them are there. Dun, 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 dun. Converts the currency dictionary to copper coin. Converts copper coins value to the currency a sort currency dictionary. Give the target player an amount of copper coins. Get the player's profile. Optional yield until present. Load the user ID's profile. Got a profile. Load the given player's data profile. Release the data profile for this given user ID. Release the given player's data profile. You just add these in here. The game. Dot. And the player leaves the game. Dot. Okay. Just adding comments there. What are we doing? Attributes. Give attribute to player. So we've got that now. Function module get attribute level. Get player attribute level. Player attribute ID. So we'll do profile return or 0. Attribute ID. Which I prefer this way. Lowercase d. So return that. Profile and oh, look at that. Boom. So if profile is nil, it gives 0. If this data.attribute square brackets attribute ID is nil, it gives 0. Double if statement in that one line. Okay. I have a feeling I just the comments. Yeah, I add comments here, but we don't need that. I'm just gonna clean up comments. Hold on a second. I'm going out for dinner. I forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie. That's all good. So we've got attributes now. We can get attribute levels. That is done. We've got simple UI. Oh, actually, we need one more. We need to increment and attributes experience point. Function module increment attribute experience. For that player attribute ID. So we'll get their profile. If that attribute exists, experience plus equals experience amount. So we'll increment the experience and module check attribute leveling. Local player attribute ID. Check if an attribute can level up. Function module check attribute leveling. Local player attribute ID. Same thing here. So if not return. Because it's only called there anyway, so we'll know that it's there. Local attribute config. Let's pull the config for the attribute. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do low case for that one. Attributes. Get attribute from ID. Get config from ID. Return. Okay. And then we'll do local required experience equals the attribute config. Get experience for level. That starts with level 1. Yes, it does. Attribute config. Local attribute data. Not profile. If not attribute data, then return. Attribute data.level. We'll get the current level of the attribute. We'll get the required experience to level up. While the experience of the attribute is larger than the required experience, or larger or equal to the required experience, and attribute level, attribute data.level +1 is smaller than the max level of the attribute config, do the attribute experience minus equals required experience, the level plus equals 1, and then we'll notify. If minus initial level is larger than 0, then to do notify level up. Like that. And we'll add that later. Oh, and also we want remove attribute from player. Function module remove attribute from player. Local player attribute ID. We'll get their profile. If profile then profile.data.attributes, the attribute ID equals nil. There we go. Much better. Now that is done. No, we've already done most of them. Wait, is... I don't know if I'll make it to the tooltip. I can definitely do these two though. Alright. Next is the inventory. Let's go here and let's make some UI. Update for her video would be nice. We'll do the classic interface. Let's acknowledge UI inset. For now, I'm just gonna do square buttons. Left buttons. We'll set the height to 0.5. Let's do 0.3, 0.6. That's way too large. 5. Let's go half the way down the screen. Let's go slightly off the screen as well. Just a little bit. Let's go aspect to ratio. That's, I think that's half. Yep. There we go. That's going to be invisible, so we don't need to worry about anything else. Let's add grid layout. Let's add an aspect ratio for scale 1. We'll do 0.45, 0, 1, 0. Padding, we'll do 0.05 or 0.05. Yeah. There we go, so now we've got a nice grid there. I might convert this to a scrolling frame actually. Let's add a scroll frame. Scroll. We'll move all of that inside it. Invisible background 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. There's order size on the Y. What am I missing? Aspect ratio. Where's inside that? There we go. And if I keep adding more, you can see it's auto scrolling there. Actually, you probably can't see it's black. Top, bottom, bottom, top. There we go. So now it's auto incrementing the size. Like that. We don't have to make a module for it anymore, which is great. Now let's add a UI corner. Let's do 0.2. No, 1. That. Let's bring them a little closer. Like that. Let's do center. Let's make these a cool dark color. Like maybe something like that. Let's add a stroke to it. Let's add a 3 with the white. We need padding. Add. That's 0.05. There we go. Let's add the stroke to all of them. There we go, look at that. Nice and simple. Only took a couple of edits. Template. And then if I just delete them all, go to one of these, let's add a image button. Set the index to 5, cover the entire thing. 1, 0, add a corner to it, name that button. Image transparency 1, make sure it's stretch. There we go, invisible button on top. Let me make this left again. Yeah, there we go. Let's add a icon. 1, 0. Let's do 0.9. Straight off. 0.5. Let's add a UI corner to that. Let's do bag. Maybe a bag. Make sure that's fit image. Let's get the Walmart bag. There we go. Okay. For now, I'm going to just chuck a random local script in there. I'm gonna name this widget. I'll come back and fix this later, but base framework. We'll just do inventory thingy. We'll do inventory button. So we'll do interface, local modules. Interface is the local player. Wait for child layer GUI. Wait for child interface. So wait, is this new RPG series like a fresh start? Yes and no. It's a fresh start, but I'll be using the old code. But I'll just be correcting all the old code. And some things we'll just re-implement altogether. Interface dot left buttons. So here we'll do left buttons dot scroll dot template dot button dot activated connect function. Do like local inventory frame interface dot inventory frame. So simple UI, we're just gonna make it visible, invisible. Let's do inventory frame. But yeah, I'll be redoing all the UI. Yes, definitely for sure. Let's move that to off screen. Actually, I'm gonna duplicate this one and do it. Inventory frame. 25.5, 5, 0. Yeah. Gotta go fast. 0.6, 0.5. Wait. Yeah. Aspect ratio of 2. 1.8. 1.6. Yeah, about that. Let's make that bigger. Bonk. 5. And for now, I'm just gonna have a scroll frame with the icons, which I just put that in there. Because it's literally the same thing. It's a text label. I probably have that as 0. Uh, 5. You know, we got the Walmart bag. that's much nicer. I will actually pad it. Let me pad it. 0.25, 0.25. I'll pad it like that. So I won't pad it from top much. Oh, come on, give me that one more bit. What's... Oh, I get padding again. Okay, there we go. So we got that one. I'm gonna put that inside that one. I'm gonna give it an aspect ratio of half. I'm gonna move it up to screen there. Let's move that on the half. Let's move that on 475. That. And info frame. We'll put those two in there. This goes on 1.5. No, I just like designing away a little bit. As you can tell. Why is that not? Damn it. Need aspect ratio 1. Oh, what's up with this fucking weird scaling shit? What's wrong with this? Even my Java program can scale properly. Oh. Half that. Add a 1.5. There we go. So when you click on this one, it will come up here. And I don't think I have simple combat. Oh no, I do have simple combat. Okay, we do need to implement. An equip button. So I'll just use the text button for now. Equip. think that should be good. Yeah. That works for now. Actually, I kind of want to change these backgrounds to be darker. Okay, yep, that works. So we go inventory, let's wipe this frame of shite. So actually this one should work now. So if I go save, publish. I should be able to just toggle it, yep. And also let me set this to false on startup. And let me commit the code. I was meant to commit it, but I forgot. I wrote on. Whoops. There we go. So use that as temporary code. Attributes. Yeah, it's literally the same thing. Oh wait, this is for all of them. No, we won't do that. Yeah, see, we've got that. Simple inventory. Yeah, I'll do the backend code for inventory. Right now. Inventory service, Lua. Let's see what functions we have. We've got create item stack. Actually, that's going to be the same code anyway. This one stays the same. Ooh, actually, I might do... Oh, how should I do this? So there's two ways we can do this. We can have individual like this, so you got UID equals string, ID equals string, quantity equals 1. So we can do that, or we can do the inventory. Sorry, let me actually do this. Inventory equals. We can do it this way. Oh wait, let me get Notepad++. What the fuck is that? Ah, whacking my eyes. Ah! You know what? I can't bear it. I can bear it. So we can do... Oh, that's really bad. So we've got this type of inventory. We can do an array format. We've got our ID, unique ID, quantity. Or we can do ID equals a table with the UID equals the data. So we can have quantity equals 1 in here, for example. I'm thinking of going for this one here. Which seems nice. Because it's best of both worlds. We've got super good compression. We don't have duplicate values for these two. Well, this one's always unique, but we don't have duplicate ID for everything. It's fast to get this as well. The only problem is if we want to find a unique ID, we have to go through each ID, find each unique ID. So for ID array of it is inventory to if dict UID and UID. Oh, that wouldn't be too bad. You'd be doing O of N, which is how many unique IDs do you have in your inventory, which would be smaller than like 50 maximum. So 50 runs in worst case, or 50 iterations of loop in worst case. And then whatever row is required for the hash map. Or dictionary. Yeah, I could go with that. So doing that, which is O of N plus the index. Something just like this. We'll do it this way. So for that, let's do... nope. Let's just do that. Oh, actually, that's going to be... item stack data. Enchantment, no. So that'd be in addition to that. So we definitely want this as a table. Create generic item stack data. Stack data. Item stack data. We'll do that, and then we'll do yeah. Local player. Give item to player. Give item ID to player. Give items of ID to player. Yeah. If not, profile.data.inventory. That, hold on a second, that ID. So if this table does not exist yet, we want to create the table. Oh, let me change this to lowercase d. So if there is none of that table there, we'll create it. And then we want to do the stacking check. So we'll do for UID in that. Stack UID, stack data in that dictionary, do available room inventory data, which is stack data quantity. Well, let me just restring that. So we want to find the available room. If the room is more than 0, we don't want to continue. We'll find the amount that we want. Clamp quantity between 1 and available room. Oh, if smaller is 1. Amount is clamp of quantity between 1 and available room. Doesn't make sense. Math dot minimum of quantity and available room. So if quantity is 4, available room is 8, it will pick 4. If available room is 2 and quantity is 4, it will pick 2. So then we do stack quantity plus equals the amount, quantity minus equals the amount. And we'll say if quantity is equal to 0, then break. Oh, I just do smaller equal to 0. Oh, let's continue. Okay, now that's done with the stacking. And then we'll do while quantity is larger than 0, do local amount is the minimum of quantity and the max stack. We'll create a new item stack, so that would be profile data, generate GUID false equals module create item stack of quantity, which is the amount. Like that, if it. Yeah. And I'm just going to separate these on new lines so we can see the rest of the code. Like that. So we're going to go to that inventory table. We're going to go to that item dictionary. We're going to create a new index with this new UID. We're going to set that value for that index to a new blank stack, which just has quantity there. And voila, we have improved data from what was previously had. And we don't need actually that UID there. We'll get rid of that. Where is the old code? Okay, we don't care about that. Okay. I'm thinking... What do we... Oh, consumable. Right. I think that's everything I want there. I could do leveling. How long I got? I got 30 minutes before I gotta go. Okay. Simple inventory backend. Simple inventory front end. So we've done the backend. Oh, actually, that's in testing. That's in test. So I'll keep that there. Yeah, so quest, little enemy, tooltip. Now, I don't actually need the tooltip. I'm gonna archive that. Give items of ID. Give quantity of item ID to player. Let's do function module. Find item UID from find data. Find item data of UID. Like here. Says for item ID, UID dict in pairs inventory dict 2. If UI dict that UID, then return that and item ID. Return false. And then here, let's actually quickly add a sample item. Let's go to the old code. I'm just gonna grab this wooden sword, why not? Oh boy, there's a lot here. Tags, we're gonna get rid of tags for the moment. Let's just do wooden sword. Plain wooden sword. Oh, I just call it wooden sword. Underscore. Icon, no. We want display here. False equals use viewport. String equals icon label. Get rid of that. Alright, we've got rarities. Lower. Let's go to our rarities. Okay. Jeebus. Maybe I'll do module that follows module.rarities. And then I can say common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, exclusive, unique, and dropping it. Stuff like that. And for now, we'll just do. Can I do table to create? Table that creates 10 color. Oh, you can. That is a pushing. And then I can say function module get color get rarity data rarity name local rarity index equals table.find module.rarities that rarity name assert type of rarity index is equal to number, rarity could rarity named something string rarity could not be found. Actually, I want it. If not rarity index, then turn after that. Find it, otherwise just return the rarity name module that colors at that rarity index. I'll get rarity color. Like that. And then all I have to do is just put point. Module local function create base white display title text description icon. We'll do the same thing. We'll return that. Oops. Rarity. The storm is approaching. Actually, it's your rarity index. Math.clamp rarity index 1 to the number of module rarities. There we go. False equals, no, I want table equals viewport data, string equals icon, image, media, string slash number. Okay, there we go. If I do display with the text, we've got the description, we've got the icon data. Oh, actually, we can do it automatically. We'll do rarity as 1. Oh no, they've got duplicate then. How do you implement remote function in your project structure? Okay, I'll have to show you in a second. Let me just quickly. Oops, what was that? I'll do it a little bit differently. Oh, remote event. Yeah, I can show you a remote event. Let me just get this real quick. Rarities. Oh wait. Rarity text, which is underscore. Rarity color equals rarities data. Rarity index rarity. Rarity color, and then that. Trade base rarity display. That looks a lot nicer. And actually, I can put that as a variable. Look at that. What the fuck? Okay, so how do I implement remote events, remote functions? So I made a wrapper for it. So I had this remote service, and all you do is call this get remote function on the server or client. Now, for it to actually show up on the client, you have to do it on the server as well. So if the client tries to create a remote that is not client-based, it will wait until that remote appears. So what you have to do on the server is say, okay, if I want a remote of a specific name, I do local remote equals remote service, which is a module in this case. Get remote. The remote name is, let's say, inventory event. It's a remote event, and it's not client-based or not server-based, so not bindable. And then I can do fire client, firewall clients, so on. Like that. And this will return either a... Actually, I need to add an assert for it. Local remote types. Remote event, remote function. Bindable event, bindable function. Assert table.find data remote types. Remote type passed. Remote type is not valid. Here we go. Actually, let me add a type for it as well. Or that, or that. So you know it's got to be one of them. There you go. Got a remote type. So if I call module get remote, epic, it's gonna be. Does it show up here? Oh, it doesn't show up here. It was meant to show up here, but it doesn't. But you put the remote type, like remote function, false, and then you do like invoke client or invoke server. That module just handles all the remote stuff essentially. Try. Don't let them see. What is this? Settings, viewport settings. 1. Default presets. Let's do number 1. Let me add one more item actually. We've got the one sword, let's add the one bow. Minus 0.1. Number of viewport 2. Already 1. Yeah, it's just tags, I guess. Actually, do need that tags. I might keep these tags here, but comment them, I reckon. Like that. Is in the past. Okay. That's good. Don't need that anymore. We've got items, we can give players items. I don't know if we want to remove items yet. I'll wait. Let's see where we're up to. We've got simple items. So I guess that's part of simple data. Oh, I did this in like 30 minutes. These 3 stages here. Let's mash it together real quick. Yeah. Okay, we've got loot tables, quests, click punch tool combat, and a simple slime enemy. Okay. So far we've got a little bit of everything. We can get some music. Let's get some music actually. Simple UI, simple front end, simple back end. Yeah, we're going to test that. That's done. Yeah. Okay. That's enough scripting for now. Let's go back here. Oh, there you go. 20 minutes. Let's grab sounds. Set music. Oh, let me see. Crash into everyone. Crash into everything. Let me close out. Let me commit all that. Additions. Item data, rarities. Inventory. Oh, input settings. Let me add them. I think it's good. Oh, number 1. Hey, number 1 it is. One and 8. Yeah, 1 and 8. These are fun. What's in the other one? Oops. Oh, let's go for science. Oh yeah. Is that oh shit. Oh, fuck yes. Here we go, get some battle music going. Dun, 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 dun. This is gonna be so much fun to work with. Actually, are they all... Okay, they're all same. That sounds. Craft environment. Oh yeah. I think there should be plenty, I reckon, for now. We just have a random music player. Audio. Uploads. Assets. Temp. Confirm. Let's do simple music player. Edit scripting. Actually, do I have... I'm gonna have to reopen everything now. Boink. Open up Roblox. I think the other game had a music player, didn't it? Pretty sure it did. Oh, here we go, music. Alright. Is this local? Yeah, it is local. Music. Lower. Bass framework. Do I have a music module? That's broken too. Local modules, music dialer. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, we don't. Song data. ID equals, yeah. Sound ID equals asset ID. Volume equals 1. What's next? We've got ambient 1268. One, 2, 6, 8. And we have display when we add that. Alright, let's add the music loop 1. Is it going to have... Yes, it does. Music loop 4. Ambient 1. 2. 6. 8. Okay. We've got them. Let's do function module play song or crossfade song. Let's add these. Like that. Oh, current sound ID. Oh, we can't do crossfading. I just realized. We need 2 sounds for that. Let's do function module play random song. Equal random ID equals requires script.parent. Script.parent. Wait. Music client dot modules dot data dot music data. Module dot count IDs count ID underscore n is song IDs. So table insert module song IDs song ID. New next integer 1 number of that. I gotta go. That's a rip. I couldn't finish it completely, but it's like right there. I'll continue this next stream, I guess. Unless I got all the things ready to go. Well, hopefully that was enjoyable for the first stream. Yeah. Complete. Well, I'll have to see you all in the next stream. I do have this on recording in case it does get blocked on YouTube again. I love that. Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow after I get back from work. Hopefully. Or Tuesday. But till then, I'll see you guys around. Yeah. Yeeters and deleters.